are you in tonight? I don't know. I who the fuck knows?
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode.
To our 100th episode.
Yep, 100. We were going to do Max was going to turn the tables onto me tonight, but I think
am
we're
still
going to
going
leave
to.
that.
Yeah, I am still going to do that, just not tonight.
Yeah.
And
So
I'll explain. I'll explain
Yeah.
further why, because it is that's a whole
Yeah.
story in and of itself. But you know.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll have that to look forward to next week. But
Yep.
we're gonna catch up because it's been
Yeah.
about a week or more.
It's been 3 weeks since we talked, because I couldn't do 2 episodes, so it's been 3 weeks since last we talked.
Yeah.
And
as
I couldn't
usual,
I'm gonna say I couldn't do that. Like last week, I could have probably like come on and be very very dull and boring, but the first week I was fucked. That wasn't possible.
yeah.
And I'm getting my tax return in a few weeks. I don't know how you do it, but like the tax system in Sweden basically ensures that you pay a little bit too much in tax every year, and then you get it back. Then you get that back, and I'm going to transfer it so that I can tell you how much I'm actually getting, because this is how much I paid extra taxes last year. So I'm going to like just which I will be getting in a few weeks or so. So I can finally help like pitch in and pay for this shit. In pounds, UK pounds. I hate my fucking no. Sorry. I'm not joking about this. This is the fucking weirdest shit. I'm getting £6,200 back on my taxes.
Fucking hell.
That's not a joke, but that is because because if you remember, I got bought out from my last. Like they bought me out from my last job, so I got a half year in salary in a clump, which basically meant that I got like 26,000 just in the hand like that. Because that's a half a year. That was a half a year of my salaries. Yes, I did earn fairly well. So that the taxes, because of the because that passed the 50,000 that you have to pay to essentially pay half of it. Because once you reach 50,000, anything above, anything about right, it would be like 4,500. Anything above like 4,500 or something. We're speaking pounds now. Would go 50% taxed.
Right.
So you earn 4,500. You pay the 33% of tax on that, and then you pay the 50% of tax on that. But because I do not because I didn't actually that was half a year of salary. I just got it on the right away, and because of that, I shouldn't have paid that in tax. I shouldn't have paid any above that, which means that anything that goes above that, anything that was paid 50% on, I essentially get back. Which is why I now get back £6,200 just into my hand, which is good, because I don't know if you know this, not having any money puts you in debt. So I'm
Yeah.
in debt right now. My life is fucking amazing. But I'm getting a tax return, and I'm getting a lot of taxes returned. So I made a shopping list of all the drugs that I'm going to buy. I made a shopping list, and it is 8 grams of weed. Um, it is let's see, 25 grams of speed,
Mm.
and it is 10 hits of acid. That's what I have added up to, which would be like 450 of those 6,200. No, 350 maybe, but I don't care. Yeah, get it. Get the drugs in me.
Yeah.
So
I've done.
I might. I'm gonna say I might. I might. I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I might hold off on doing the interview until I have speed in my body.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Because
I've
that was an
done.
idea that I got.
Yeah.
I'm going to be completely honest. That was an idea that I had when because I was at like a friend's place, and um, he had a bunch of speed that I could do, and then I was sitting there, and I just had this great idea, and then I had to text you about it instantly, like we're going to do this, and then I started writing down. Then I started writing down all the questions. I have all the questions written down somewhere around here. Um, but yeah, I'm not. That was uh, yeah, that was not a sober idea. It is a good idea though, and I'm going to go through
Yeah.
what I'm actually going to do. But it is. But I might have to like to get the energy to actually push because like I'm going for discomfort here.
Yep.
I'm going to stress test. What did I say? What did I say? I want to stress test our working relationship or our
Yeah.
partnership or something.
Yeah.
Must be an exciting fucking thing to hear get from me in a message out of the fucking blue because I realized that we have 100 episodes. I want Max wants to stress test your relationship that can only end well. But yeah, sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was about to say that I've done one of the three things that you mentioned. So yeah, it'll be fun. Um,
Is it speed?
yeah.
You've never done weed.
I've never touched. I've never touched weed, and I've
Oh,
never touched the other one that you mentioned.
oh, acid. Yeah.
Yeah, but
No.
I have done speed. I have done that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's fun.
I mean, speed is what I'm usually on when I'm high. Um, acid is like I'm not going to say the reason why I buy 10 hits of acid because then I incriminate myself very much.
Yeah.
But the reason I do it is there are like I don't recommend anyone should do. I don't think anyone should do any drug if they don't
No.
want to. I don't think anyone
Yeah.
should. I don't recommend drugs to anyone either. I don't like say you should do this drug. What I think is that if you want to do this drug, then it should be open to you and it should be legal and it should be allowed for you to do it.
Yeah.
However, acid is the one drug that I think you should try at some point. Like that's everyone should try that at some point when they are in a clear space, when they are good in their head, and when they know what they're actually doing. Because that is the one drug that, if done in the right way, will actually make you a better person. Like that will make you a better person. It did it for me. One of the reasons that I am Max today is like we have the stroke, yeah, sure, but we also have that time that I stared into a mirror while peaking on speed. This was the first time I saw her. I saw her face. I could see her face. So I was looking into a mirror, naked, while high off my tits on speed, while jerking off,
Mhm.
and and I and I I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I just heard myself. I just heard myself say it, and I could. But uh, I peaked on the acid trip, um, which is like when it's at the most intense. That's peaking. I peaked on the acid trip at the very same moment as I came, and for a split second,
Mhm.
for a for a split second, I looked into the. I looked at myself in the eyes, and in my face, what the fuck is wrong with me? But I, uh, like my boy self's face, I saw Max, who I had forced away for so long, and that was like that, and the stroke happened very close to each other. So, like those two things made sure that I would come out. Uh, Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah. Um.
Uh,
Yeah. So.
and but also like you see things like how we're all connected and stuff like that, and like that whole gay bullshit. Like that's true. You do see that while you're high on speed. High on acid. Thing is, you are high. It is a drug, but what that drug does, and this has been proven, what the drug does is that the synapses in your brain starts firing in completely new ways. So what you're having isn't actually like thoughts, because it will make you feel like you have these epiphanies, like, oh, I know, I realize this. That's not actually like it feels like a thought that comes from the outside and like is placed in your brain. What it actually is that the drug makes your brain fire in a way that it has never fired before. These are thoughts that are brand new to you. These are completely new thoughts, which is fucking amazing. But if you can understand what that is and like not treat it as this religious epiphany, but instead treat it as like, okay, this is how I can see the world, then you can actually reach to places where you haven't been before, and you can realize stuff about yourself. And it is a very, in that sense, it is a drug that I highly recommend. But do it safely, and always have a babysitter with you first time you do it.
Yeah.
Never,
Yeah.
never do it without a babysitter. I was the babysitter for one of my closest friends in the world. A few years back, I babysat during his first acid trip. Only thing was that I wasn't sober. I was also tripping, but thing is,
Mm.
I can trip. I can trip watch because I have the magic thing. Thing is, here's what you can do if you have a bad trip. You can tell it to stop. And I told him this. Uh, you can force a bad trip to stop. You can just the second that you're stuck in that mindset, think about something else because your brain will catch on to that other thing and you will be stuck there. And he did it, and it worked for him. And I'm very proud of him for that. I am so proud of him for that. I did have one night where I did acid fairly recently, and I just ended up on Twitter. And then I wrote a whole bunch, like an incomprehensible mess. There's this guy who I'm mutual with on Twitter, and they are like loveliest person in the world, loveliest fucking person in the world. And on a Scream post that they posted, I wrote just the most incomprehensible. I think it was 70 tweet long thread about absolutely nothing. So that went so so many fucking weird places that I had to, while I was still high, I went into the DMs and sent him one that just said, "I'm so sorry, I need to stop using Twitter when I'm on acid."
Yeah. um.
Which, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
how's your week been?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, hi. If you haven't figured out by now, this is an 18 plus podcast. You know, we discuss themes, you know, relating to drugs, not just you know LGBTQ plus stuff. You know, so just bear that in mind. You know,
Just bear in mind that if I get a chance to, I will be talking about drugs.
yeah.
Drugs or sex,
Um.
but currently I'm not having any sex. So
I haven't. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. We won't go there for me. Actually, we will. Fuck it. The last time I had sex was probably 5 months ago at this point.
yeah, you had a booty call at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, I did,
Yeah, I
which was
remember. I
fun.
remember. I was so.
Um,
Yeah, I remember. I was. We talked about that.
uh,
That was.
yeah,
Um.
lasted all day. So that was fun.
That's the
But yeah,
best types of.
yeah. So yeah, I've done. So yeah, I've done speed, which I've mentioned before. Um,
Yeah.
it's does exactly what
I
it
mean,
says on the tin, basically. Um, you take
yeah.
it, you
That's.
have fun. Just be
Yeah.
wary of because I know for some people the come down can be really hard for some.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
Uh. And the calm down is not what it is on cocaine.
Hmm.
Like
No.
cocaine is hard because it's easy to use. Like cocaine is hard because it's so good. Um. And the calm down is like nothing. Um.
Yeah.
That's why people fall for cocaine. That's why I fell for cocaine. That's why like cocaine is my biggest love. But I can't, even with my tax return, I can't really afford to waste that much money on drugs. So yeah.
Hmm.
But I like speed. The come down on speed is 8. It's like it will be about as long as the fucking trip. And also know when you get into speed, when you get into speed, like when you use speed, know what you're getting into in the sense that you have 8 hours before you where you will not be able to sleep, will probably not be able to eat, where you will have this intense drive to start doing weird shit. Um, did I ever tell you? Was that? Did I ever tell you about the heroin party I went to?
I think so. I think so, but I
Oh
can't remember. I
yeah.
can't remember. But yeah, I mean,
I've never done I've never done heroin, but I
yeah.
went to a party with a bunch of heroin people who shot heroin, and yeah, it was just fucking the most boring shit ever. But I was there and I was on speed, so while they were like dozing off, I couldn't fucking sleep. Um, there was these other cool people there on speed, on heroin, but on speed. No, there was other cool people on speed which I could hang out with.
Yeah.
But, the only reason I went to that was because I got the offer and I was like, yeah, what the hell, I might use this in a book sometime.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also,
but like, yeah,
you
know
have
what you're getting into. Know what you're getting
yeah,
into with any drugs, to be honest.
yeah. Also, you have to also factor in the venue, like, I'm going to use terms that neither, like, I don't really use it, and neither does Max. But when you are a part of a community, it doesn't have to be LGBTQ. It could be alternative.
Yeah.
You, the use of, I wouldn't say the use of drugs is synonymous with either community, but it just seems to have a link. So
It is in alternative communities, at least I've found, and like at least definitely among you know my generation of trans women, at least I know that there are like sumas, sumas, sumas. What the fuck are you doing? You're not fucking. You're not doing drugs. I'm sorry. What are you doing? But like in my generation of trans women and stuff, there are like I'm not alone in loving drugs. There, I'm might be like more lonely in how openly I speak about it. But yeah, there is a big subset of any
yeah,
alt community that has. Like I started using drugs because I was alt. Like that's how I got into contact with it. And like my uh out of my if we go with like my normie friends and my alt friends, which are the people who do drugs most, yeah, it's my alt friends. Because you're already a bit like out there, like you're already ready to push certain boundaries. So not that. So yeah, like you said, not synonymous, but it is more common in
yeah.
those specific communities.
So
Uh,
so obviously you have to be, so obviously, with that being said, and again, this isn't me or Max saying that if you're a part of those communities, that you don't automatically do drugs. That's not the case,
no,
but it's more acceptable
no,
in those communities
yeah,
because 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna be in a room where a vast majority of them are probably doing it.
yeah. And
So
look, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. I have never met a junkie who was okay. I'm going to correct that. I have never met a drug user or junkie who has pushed me to do drugs unless they know I already love drugs. Because I've
mm,
definitely, yeah, sure. I've been at festivals where people have woken up and like, would you like some breakfast at Sniffany's? And then when you say no because you haven't eaten actual breakfast yet, and you would like to get at least a sandwich and a bad cup of coffee down before you start snorting fucking amphetamines off of the counter in the trailer that you're in. But but before that, we sleep in an RE and let's just do drugs everywhere. But before before and then they do like the chickens that your mouth keeps talking, but all I'm hearing is
yeah,
so that happens. But unless they know I already also do drugs, they're not going to like, oh, you need to do drugs. And if you say no, it's no.
yeah,
Like it's so it's not like you're most likely not going to get pushed into it. I know I sure as hell didn't do it because of peer pressure. I started doing drugs because I loved it. Like I've always loved the idea of it. And I was lucky enough to also love the stuff. But yeah, take care of yourselves, people, and
yeah,
don't, you know, don't fall for peer pressure.
yeah. Never put yourself into a situation that you can't get out of. Never do that.
Yeah, and that's
You
just a
know.
general good
Yeah,
for
that's just
rule.
yeah. Because you don't want to ever be in a situation where you do something you never wanted to do, and then you run the risk of becoming, if you have the possibility of it may run in your family, of getting addicted to something that you didn't want to try in the first place. So always
Yeah,
make sure,
yeah.
for me, for one half of my family side that I don't ever interact with ever, I know that my late um, sperm donor of a father was an alcoholic. He
Yeah.
had an addictive personality. I know that even though I take after my mom, I know that there is a slight risk in me becoming an addict. I don't want to take that risk, so I don't drink alcohol. That's not me saying, oh, if I drink alcohol, I'm going to all of a sudden become an addict. No, I know that's not how it works. But again, it's all about knowing the risk. Again, I don't have an addictive personality. So if I decided to, let's say, like I probably wouldn't do it live because that wouldn't be a good idea. But let's just say I had drugs lying around and I decided to do speed or do cocaine. What right? I know that I might be off my tits, but I know that I'm not going to be affected by it in the addictive personality type because I don't have that gene. So
Yeah.
it will be safer for me to do it. So just know your
Which
limits,
is
know your boundaries.
which is one of the
If you
reasons why I don't drink either.
yeah,
I mean, I lived life as a functional alcoholic for like a year,
yeah, it's like also,
two maybe.
there's this there's
I'm
a
gonna go out and smoke, but keep
yeah.
talking.
So also, Max might be able to back me up on this, but a lot of the times, addicts, with your, find it harder to give up smoking than they do alcohol,
I had no
right?
problem giving up alcohol. Giving up smoking is fucking impossible.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that they find most difficult. They find it easier to give up the drinking than they do the smoking. Now that's not obviously that's different for everyone, but that's the number one thing that they say. So again, know your limits, know your boundaries.
I just need to know, can
But
you hear me right now?
yeah,
Oh, good. The microphone works. Sometimes the microphone is in the computer, sometimes it's in my headphones. I never know which one. So then I can keep talking while I'm out smoking. But yeah,
yeah,
giving up smoking was way fucking harder. It's way fucking harder. I say, I can't say that in the past tense because I haven't given up smoking.
no,
I think the reason also is because I don't want to give up smoking. I really like it.
yeah,
Um, and just uh, it doesn't alter your personality the way that drinking does. Like it's easier to not. you, you you're not as bad of a like. I was a piece of shit when I was drunk.
yeah,
Uh,
um,
a miserable fucking sack of shit. Um, for a few years.
I
But
mean,
I will say
yeah,
though, I probably weren't. I don't know if I was addicted to alcohol in a sense, but I've lived life as a functioning alcoholic. Like that. That's just true. Because I've had no problem with taking a beer now, but I haven't been drunk in well, going on 4 years soon.
yeah,
This summer is
I've
coming up to 4 years.
awesome, yeah,
Yeah.
I've only ever been drunk once. I've always been tipsy. Um,
I was drunk for 6 months straight. I used to drink Like when I was, I was absolutely miserable as well, and I used to drink a bottle of Jack Daniels a day, which is not healthy. Um,
No.
but then I had a stroke, and I stopped drinking.
Yeah. I went through a I went through a breakup with an ex, and I went through a bottle of vodka. Um,
Uh,
you know, a whole load of other bullshit was happening as well. Not just that, but
yeah,
everything sort of basically compounded one another, and so I just drank a whole bottle of vodka,
yeah,
straight. That's the kind of that's the kind of person I am. I like just give me a bottle, I'll drink it neat, straight. Um,
yeah.
yeah, and
I've
again,
never
it's
been
just
much of a
like
vodka guy.
yeah,
I do love a White Russian though.
yeah. Uh, I would take. Oh, I cannot stand beer. Like that is the one thing I will not drink. If you give me vodka, rum, whiskey, Caribbean rum, what any hard liquor, like I'm happy. Give me beer, I'm like no. But again, going back to me, luckily not having an addictive personality, I
Yeah.
can take it or leave it. Now again, if you're the kind of person, or you have a family member, or it runs in your family, then maybe it won't be the best idea for you to get addicted to anything, because when you do, because
No.
that's not a good thing. So again, you have to know.
Yeah.
I get, but but how are you gonna know if you don't try it? But even then, stay away because
Yeah. It's always
it's
better to
not
be
fun.
safe than sorry.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad because I put as a rule for myself. During I'm currently processing a breakup. You know this. I've talked about
Hmm.
this. I'm
Yeah.
going to talk some more about this when I explain where where I've been for the past weeks. Uh, but um, but yeah, I'm I'm going through that, and I put as a rule for myself that I I'm not allowed to wallow in it in a sense where I'm not allowed to use any type of drug to escape from actually facing said breakup, which is fucking rough. I will say it's um, going stone cold sober through a breakup. That sucked, but especially considering it was a you know fairly rough breakup emotionally. Not like we're handling it depressingly maturely in a on a
Yeah.
purely actual sense. And we you know see each other. I'm still helping with the kid and stuff, but yeah, which now that we're getting to that, that was actually why because so 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, Torin gets a message from me letting him know that I'm not going to be able to come on because a I've left I've left town. I escaped from Stockholm because on Saturday that week. So this is Saturday 2 weeks ago. This not this Saturday, not the other Saturday, but the Saturday before that. So three Sat. Two Saturdays ago, the third Saturday from now, something just hit me, and I started crying. And fun fact, I cry a lot now. That's something that hormones does to you, apparently. Um, I cry at every movie. I'm not even joking. I was watching. Fuck, what was it I was watching? I cried at the end. I had a binge watch of the Ted TV show, like the other week. I think it was last week, where I watched both seasons of Ted. I cried at Ted. I cried from Ted. It's a fucking Seth MacFarlane show, and I cried from it. Why? Who knows? Um, but that it was the abortion episode as well. Fucking hell. But so yeah, going through HRT means that I cry a lot now. But this was different than that. This was I was just sitting doing like nothing, and then I realized I was crying. I wasn't like my body, my, the rest of my body wasn't crying. It was just like my eyes were just like flowing. Um, and then I had a constant stream of tears going, and sometimes I started like hyperventilating and actually like having the crying sensation. But no matter what, for an entire day that Saturday, I was crying. I could not stop. The tears would not stop because what had happened is um, the going like processing the breakup has been hard for me, and I can't really um, grasp all of it at the same time. I have to like deal with every single thing, every little thing as its own issue because it gets too big. It is that type. It is that big for me. I'm not looking away. I'm actually looking at you. It's just I have my camera there and I have my monitor there. Um, I and then everything just fell over me, and I realized that I am where I was a few months ago when we broke up. I haven't really processed it, so I started trying to process it in the coming days. But I would not stop crying. I would just not stop crying. I started. Uh, Saturday was the worst, but like then Sunday came and it would happen again. It would just happen out of nowhere. I would start crying, and then on Monday I went to see my stepkid, and same thing. And on Monday I actually got my last injection. No, my second to last injection. I get one every 10 days. So it was like on that Monday we actually because my ex-boyfriend helps me with the injections. Like I do injection into the straight into the fucking thigh here. Oh Jesus Christ. I That's where I take my hormones. So I inject it straight into my thigh, and I I just cried through it all. I could stop crying when I was with a kid when we were hanging out. Like then I could stop crying, and I did, and I managed it very well. But then the second it was just me and my ex, I just like I could not stop crying. It was impossible. So that night, I write a text to this old friend who I have, who is the same friend who I babysat for, like when he was on acid. Um, and he lives like we're friends. He's one of my closest friends in the world. He's known me longer than anyone. No, I've known him. Look, I have no friends that go that far back. I think we got to know each other when we were like, I don't know. I think I think we were like 13. It's 20 years. Like we've known each other for 20 years. He's the closest I have to a childhood friend. Uh, and he, I text him at like 3 o'clock at night. Just, hey, what do you say I come up? What do you say I come down? Like up, down, I don't know where. Uh, because he still lives adjacent to our hometown. Like he lives there with his girlfriend and his kids and stuff. And I just like because I'm like he called me on Saturday because I asked him to because I needed to talk about it, and I just cried for 2 hours straight into his uh, ear. Uh, and then on Tuesday, like the night to Tuesday, I just texted him with like, "Hey, can I come?" Which was fun, and he said yes. So I on in the morning when he responded at like 8 o'clock in the morning because it was like who why would he respond at 3 o'clock? He is a normal person with a job. Uh, um, and I booked a train instantly. I got some McDonald's breakfast, which is the only good thing McDonald's has. An egg McMuffin, four toasts, two orange juices, and a large cappuccino. And I scarfed down that, and then I went in directly there, uh, and I stayed there for until Friday because I had to come home on Friday because I had a funeral for a friend who died. It's been a rough year, but that was like my week there was that I had to get away. I had to leave here to get away to clear my head. And I came back and I was at the funeral and yeah, that was my then I like the weekend passed and we hit Tuesday again and I just realized that I'm not recuperated. I'm not I cannot come on. I am better than I was like the earlier week because like when I wrote to you that I couldn't I first had some kind of vague idea that I would do the show from his place. But then I like get there and I'm like, no, I can't because like I played some guitar there and I played a song that wasn't even a song that I associate with my boyfriend, but it was a song that had the line. It's called The Town Clown and it's by Sorry Mom. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, but it has two lines in it that hit me so fucking hard that I couldn't play through it without bawling my eyes out. That was where I was on Tuesday when I got there, and it's um, I want to be adored by anyone who sees me. For no better reason I can offer. Uh, for no better reason I can offer them except that I need it. And the only thing that I will ask for you, and I will only ask this once, when you talk about me to your friends, tell them about the girl you met and not the thing that I become. And for some reason, those two fucking lines, or three, four lines, hit me like such a freight train that I realized that no, I can't go on and I can't do a show. So I canceled that. And then the week after, when I had gotten home, which was last week, I just realized that no, my brain is still fucked. I'm still like recuperating from this fucking mess of a week that I had. Um, and like God bless that fucking friend because if I got a text message from basically anyone in the middle of the night that asked, "Hey, can I come today? Can I come today to live with you? I know you have kids, kids who I hadn't met for like 6 years, by the way, which was it was really cool to meet them now. I actually got the oldest kid, his daughter. I'm the one who got her to say her first word, and her first word was faggot. Yeah. So I told her that story, and she said, "They never told me that." And I said, "Yeah, I wonder why." But yeah, so that's where I've been for the past 2 weeks. Like I've been just in a very weird spot, and I needed some time to like realize some things, uh, and to get away. And then that also entailed getting away from like everything that was like, hard. Um, Fun fact: it was on my way there where I actually got to know what my tax return would be. So I was just walking around like, yeah, I'm gonna be rich, bitch. And then he reminded me of, hey, how quickly did you spend those 6 months of salaries? And I just had to tell him to fuck off because that's none of his fucking business. Uh, it technically is because I've borrowed so much money from him for the last half year. Like I owe him several hundreds, hundred of hundred. I owe him several hundred pounds at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's been those were my last 2 weeks, and it's been hard. I have met my ex since then because like I come around and I hang out with the kid a few times a week, and we're still very close friends. But and I've been like I haven't been there since then. But it's been it just made me realize that the last few months, the last year, it has not broken me, but it has taken its toll on me. It has been a very rough year. Like I've lost friends both because people like the people who decided to cut me off for no reason. And I've lost friends to death, and I've lost a person who I thought I would be. I've lost a relationship I thought I would be in for the rest of my life. Um, so yeah, if I'm ever, and it might happen again. It might be that I have to like do that again, and like that is one of the reasons why I can't do the interview thing now because I had this idea, everybody, for the 100th episode because I don't believe that it is always a cakewalk to do a show with me. I don't. I am a I am a capricious, caustic, fucking mess of a person. I know that, and I want to allow for like I not really clear the air. I want to find the breaking points. I want to find where it might get awkward, where it might get weird. So my idea was that I was going to, and I am still going to do this. I'm going to put Torin through to celebrate our 100th episode. I'm going to put Torin through a gotcha interview. I don't know if he's going to do this to me. I don't know. I'm going to put Torin through a gotcha interview where I will ask him questions, just rough questions about what it's like to work with me, basically. And the thing is that I have written these questions and I have come up with these answers. I have come up with my own answers in reverse that are so uncomfortable that they would force honesty. Like I've gone into this, but I can't do that today. Like on an emotional level, I can't go there today because I am getting back to it. But I will, and it will be a good thing. But the thing about something that, because I like, worst case scenario, it will be be a bit of an awkward hour. But best case scenario, and this is what I think will actually happen, it will, it will find new spaces. It will, because we've been doing this for like, fuck, going on 3 years in the fall. Um, we're at our 100th episode. We know each other now at this point. Like we've gone through shit here. Um, you've had me scream at the top of my lungs at Paul to shut the fuck up because I don't care about your fucking opinion right now. You have seen me cower at the feet of Bev Jackson. You- um, but and I think it will be interesting, and I think it will be good, and I think it will be like healthy. But doing something that would be good and would be healthy in a time when you are not in a space where you can do that in a good or healthy way is extremely fucking damaging. So that's why I'm not going to do that today. But it's still going to be the celebration of our 100th episode whenever I will be able to do that. Because, yeah, it was a weird idea that I had. And then I realized that it's also a fucking great idea. And I want to do it justice and I want to do it properly.
Yeah.
So that was my
So
long-winded story.
no, like I completely understand. You know, I've been there myself. But no, yeah. So if you want to, you know, see me, I mean, I don't think it will. I don't think it will happen. But if you want to see me, maybe squirm, maybe be slightly
I think I
uncomfortable.
think I honestly think odds are I will be uncomfortable.
Yeah. But I mean, you never know. If you want to see me be
Yeah.
uncomfortable by being questioned by Max, then wait and find out. You know, I don't think that'll happen, but who knows?
No.
But yeah,
And like and like even if it doesn't, I think it will give,
yeah,
you know, a chance to
yeah, because
get out.
because you know who knows? Because none of you will know
Maybe I
this,
hit a
but
very soft spot.
yeah, because I mean, we know that you know, apparently a lot of people hate Max for some reason, and they see Max. You know, she is very animated. You know, she's very
Yeah.
upfront, right? But what a lot of people don't seem to realize is that I'm I'm exactly the same, except you just see, except that you just see a calm version of me. Every
Yeah.
now and then, every now and then, as you've seen, I will go on, I will go off, but you see a calm version of me
Yeah.
because
Um
if because if I matched Max's level every episode, I
it
don't
would be
think
fucking
people
impossible.
yeah, I don't think people will be able to like they'll be thinking, what the fuck am I listening to? Like
Yeah.
no.
Why am I
So
listening to
that's
these two shouting morons?
yeah. So yeah,
I get that. But it was like,
yeah. So
it
it
is.
might. So yeah, it might happen next week, although I doubt it. So we're probably looking at about 2 weeks time or 3 weeks or whatever. Whenever it happens, it'll happen. So just be
Yeah.
on the lookout for that one.
I will inform you because that was like
Yeah,
there was this one little part of me that was, am I going to do this like I do all my shit? Like, am I just going to pop on and just drop this in his lap? And then I realized, no, no, Max, that would be fucking psychotic. Like that would be. You have to actually you have to actually flag the fact that you're going to do a gotcha interview, because I'm trying to be a good co-host here, and that would not be being a good co-host, to be honest. Um,
no, but it would have made it more
because like,
fun.
yeah, it would have, but
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there is a part of me that, like, that was why I wanted to do it. Like, that was
yeah,
because that was the first thought. But yeah, it would have made it more fun. Yeah, but I've already dropped so much. Like, I there is there is not a single episode where you have had knowledge about what will happen when I say I'm gonna have to do something later. Like, I don't think I've ever told you what that thing that is coming, like, whenever I say, yeah, I have something that I'm going to drop later. I have something that I'm going to show later. Like, it can be me suddenly deciding to show, I don't know, 10 minutes of an edit that I'm making. It can be it can be me just scrolling Twitter for a little bit while calling people cunts. Like, there, I have dropped so much shit on your lap, and this one at least felt like, yeah, I should probably warn about it or flag that I'm going to do it. Also, because I wanted to give you the opportunity to give back if you wanted to.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. I mean,
Like, I don't
with
know
the
why you
thing,
would. It's a fucking weird ID, but like,
yeah. But I
this is
mean,
what I put all my friends through at some point. This is
yeah,
me calling them up in the middle of the night and asking, "Why are you friends with me?"
yeah, mm, yeah. I sometimes, I sometimes think that of my friends as well because
Yeah,
one of my friends we met in 2005. The timeline,
yeah,
like, who fucking cares? But anyway, we've been friends for 21, 20. It's probably 22 years. 22 years at this point.
yeah.
Um, my other friends, I've known them for like, I think coming up for 10 years at this point. And I often wonder, like, why the hell, especially my longest friend, like, I mean,
Yeah.
he's weird as well. Let's face it, because that's how we, because otherwise we wouldn't be friends. Um, but it's like, I'm like, because you might not, because Max obviously knows this, but I'm gonna put this out there now that you might see me like obviously once a week. Me and Max have a conversations. You might think to yourself, "Oh, he seems very uh, friendly, very outgoing," but really,
I'm stepping out
I
to smoke,
fucking
but apparently I can still
yeah.
talk. So
But really, I fucking hate people. Like, I really do.
yeah, that is
You know, it's
surprising.
it's to the
Surprisingly
point
enough.
where
Mm,
yeah, go on.
yeah, yeah. I was just going to say, like, surprisingly enough, because of my whole fuck everybody thing that I've got going on, where I tell people to kill themselves all the time. I think this is where we actually differ, like, a lot, because I am very social, and like I love meeting people and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
but
I'm very
like don't
like
get me
no,
wrong.
and I like most people I meet. Like I like
Yeah,
most people. I'm just a very angry, bitter person.
yeah, yeah, and it's like, you know, don't get me wrong. I am social, but
Yeah,
I'm sociable, but to a point. Like I can socialize, but again to a point. No, just from my past, right? So I'm just gonna make it. So I'm just gonna make it known. Just from my
yeah,
past, I just fucking hate people because I know how awful people can be, and I can't be bothered to a put up with you. Two, I don't care what you think. I just don't. Right? If you have, which is why whenever I get the chance, I'm always getting into you know arguments with turfs because I just fucking don't. Cause one, they're easy to annoy, but anyway, that's another thing.
yeah,
But yeah, I just hate people. You know, I also it's also linked to my social anxiety and all of that. I can't be doing with it. Like, no, just get the fuck out of my way. So to be clear,
yeah,
I am sociable, but as soon as
yeah.
my
Right.
social battery is done, I'm out. I don't know that
Yeah, I get
anymore.
that.
So yeah,
I don't really have that. That's what I mean. Like what
yeah,
I don't really have that I need to be for myself right now.
yeah,
That part I don't really
yeah,
get. I Which is why I like uh, historically I've been on like once started a relationship by us literally locking ourselves in her apartment for I don't think no 4 days straight while
mm,
high. Like that's the type of stuff I love to do that type of stuff, and I love to be in big crowds of people and
yeah,
like at all times, which
yeah,
is looking. There was a I had a moment after I'd been sexually assaulted, where I didn't enjoy being in large crowds, but I decided. Fuck that! I'm going to keep being in large crowds,
yeah,
so I pushed through that.
yeah,
Which was
and also, the reason why I feel the way I do is because, and I think it's also linked. It's also because I was abused as a child, and then when I was 15, 16, I was also raped. So that
yeah,
kind of me, just me. I'm not saying everyone else is like this, but for me, this
hey,
is
everyone
one of
has
the
their
reasons
own.
why. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I fucking hate people. I hate people. Like I'll interact with
Yeah,
you, I'll have a conversation with you, but don't for 1 minute think, oh, I want you to be my friend. Like fuck off. No,
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
this is why my friends, like whenever they want to do it, have a get together, they know
yeah,
that we won't bother Torrin because one, his social battery needs recharging, and he doesn't want to be bothered. Suits me.
yeah.
I prefer honestly, and I'm not joking. I honestly like listen. I love hanging out with my friends, and especially with mental health, it's important to socialize and all of that. But
Yeah.
honestly, if I if I had to be on my own in my own company for a week, that would be bliss for me. I would put my feet up.
Yeah.
I would watch what I want to watch. You know, could I mean this is? I mean, I could do this.
Yeah.
I would be happy. And listen, in the near future, this could be, in real life, but yeah, it's like I just hate like whenever I've said this to people, they look at me as if I'm crazy. But it's like, listen, I've used this analogy before, and it's pretty simple. When you're in the car and you look at your fuel gauge, right? Think of that as my social battery. When that is used up, I'm done. The same with the car. When your fuel is up, you know that your car needs refueling. That's how I look at it. Now, for someone like
Yeah.
Max, who probably thrives on being social in large crowds,
Yeah.
and I've got friends like that, and it does my head in because it's like, and again, I love them, but like, I'm like, can you just shut the fuck up? Like, can you just shut the fuck up, like, and calm down?
Yeah.
Like, just if you want to do that, fine, just get away from me, because I don't need it.
And I get
But
that.
that's me. Yeah. So
I
I
get
just
that.
want to
But
make that
like,
clear.
yeah. And like with me, it's more like my ex-boyfriend and the kid, like recently we're discussing like who would do best in an apocalypse. And we all realized that because that's the type of shit that you talk with. Like that's the type of shit that is asked if you're like hanging out with an 11-year-old. That is like, which one of us do you think would be best in a? Thank you. We get a little celebration here. Yes, we
Yeah.
made it. 100. Um, but like, so he wanted to know like who would be best in an apocalypse? Who would thrive? And we all just like don't really know, but Max would do worse, because thing is, like, I wouldn't be a real ass, like, I wouldn't be an asset to any team really, not in the sense that I can't do things, but I would also, on the whim of my fucking impulses, ruin shit for people. Uh, but what would really do me in would be that if I can't be social, I mean, I would fucking die. I would die in that sort of setting. Like Fallout being a lone wanderer around like some fucked up fucking wasteland. No, I don't want that. Fuck that. That sucks to me. And being like, I get that way if I'm locked inside for too much. And like when I needed to recharge now, I went off and I lived with a friend for several days. Like that was what I had to do. Um, because I don't know, sometimes I need to get away from myself. Um, like as annoying as I can be to other people, just imagine being with me all the time. Like I love myself. I love myself. I look at myself in the mirror and I think this is the girl that I want to marry. But also I just fucking can't stand myself at times. Jesus Christ, I get so done with myself. I get so done with all my fucking IDs. Um like Max, are you going to record everything you do for 24 hours? Why? Why do I have like 10 videos of me sleeping? Why? Full nights, just me sleeping. I recorded myself sleeping. I don't even want to watch those videos because if something happen, I don't believe something will happen in them. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in any of that bullshit. But if something happened in them, my life would never be the same. I would fucking kill myself. Like, what if you record yourself sleeping and you see your landlord just standing there hanging on you? like fucking Cujo coming back, like Cujo being played by fucking Christopher Walking just hanging over you. What do you do then? I don't know, but I have it. I have that material. I don't know if I have material of my landlord's hanging over me. I hope I don't. You could actually only see his feet if that happened because as I have previously stated, sleep on the floor right here. This is where I sleep. This is where I've been sleeping for the past year and a half now. Actually, I said that too. Oh my god, I actually had forgotten to tell my friend that I've started sleeping on my floor. And then I told him, and the first question was from his girlfriend, who just like looked at me and asked, "On a mattress?" Like, no, no. I just have I have a very comfy rug. that's that's what I sleep on. This I'm going to show you now. This rug is what I sleep on. This very comfy rug. And then then they asked, okay, so we have a like fold out bed. Would you prefer to sleep on the floor? And yeah, I can sleep on the floor. I would have no issue with that. I would love to sleep on the floor. Yeah, can you sleep on? Do you want to sleep in our room? I'm, like- I'm just looking at them and like, do I want to sleep on the floor in your room? Like a fucking dog? Do I want to sleep on the floor in your room like I'm a fucking dog? No, I give me the fucking bed. Give me the fucking fold up bed because I'm not going to sleep on the floor in your room like I'm your fucking pet. We haven't gotten to that level yet. I have only fucked half of that relationship.
Uh, yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I did that when I visited my ex. Um,
Yeah. You
here's
slept on
another,
a
here's another fun fact about Torrin and his former um, relationships. And I've had quite a few. Um, I visited my ex because me and my ex met September 2012.
yeah.
After one day, after going on one date, we then obviously went into a relationship. Anyway, I remember, I think it was the very first weekend I went up for the weekend. Um, Her mum, because my ex was a carer for her mum, um, her
Yeah.
mum wanted me to sleep on the settee, which I don't have a problem with. I can either I can fall I can when I'm tired, I can pretty much fall asleep anywhere on the
Yeah.
settee, on the floor, on a mattress, like anywhere. So, but my girlfriend at the time didn't like that, so she wanted me to sleep in her bedroom. Um, I had to point this out that my ex girlfriend was she was religious, but she wasn't too in your face about it. Um, so there was no hanky panky. I just want to make that clear because unlike other people, I can actually I can control my urges, um, which I was fine about.
Unlike,
And so I slept on the floor, and I was completely fine with it. Um, my other relationship, same thing. You know, it's like no big deal. I'll fall asleep here. Um,
Yeah.
my my other partner, she had a child from a previous relationship, so I played, stepdad role for
Yeah.
I think a few weeks at this point. So yeah,
I
so
wouldn't
yeah,
look. Look, if I were in a
I've been
relationship
there.
with them, if I were in a relationship with them, or if we were like doing some thing, if I had a reason to sleep on their floor, I wouldn't mind doing it. But it was just like you're not even making like they weren't even making anything weird sexual out of it,
No,
which I would have appreciated if they did. They didn't even realize it. I was just like, "Oh, do you want me to curl up at the feet of your bed as well? Like you want to put a leash on me as well while I'm here? You fucking um."
yeah,
She has, I love that girlfriend, by the way. I love his girlfriend so much because she doesn't do drugs, but she accepts me very much, and this is why I haven't been like I refuse to do drugs around kids,
mhm,
and that's one of the reasons that I haven't met you know his kids in 6 years is because whenever I come there, we like hang out and I do drugs. So we do it when they're at their mom's place. So that's when we hang out. But this time, I decided, fuck it, let's go.
yeah,
I'm going to be sober anyway. But last time I went there, because like the first time I went there, she was so surprised because she came up every morning. Like this was the first time I truly like I had met her once before, but like 2 years ago or so, I went up. Yeah, it was the summer of 2024, I think. They've been together for a few years now, but the summer of 2020, yeah, the summer of 2024, I think it was. I went up and just stayed with them for like a week, and this was the first time that her and I really got to know each other, and she was so surprised by uh, every morning when she would because then I slept on their couch in their apartment, and every time that she went up and started making breakfast. Um, she saw me just sitting there, still clothed, like drawing or writing or whatever. She's like, "Have you not slept?" I'm like, "Nope, amphetamines." And like for the full week where I was there, she didn't see me sleep. Um, she never went up and I wasn't awake. I think like while she was working one day or something, I had a crash and I just like completely blacked out and like um but then when I went back there because I celebrated New Year's there that year, and then I go back and she just looks at me and like, "Are you gonna sleep this time?" Because like, should I bother to bring out the linen? And I'm like, I might like a duvet. Like, yeah, I'll get you a duvet. So she knew she knew what it was about. Um, and they make fun of me. They made fun of me this time because like I have constant sound because I have fairly bad tinnitus, or tinnitus, or however it's pronounced.
mm,
Um, I have a constant ringing in my ear, which means that I have constant music on or I listen to something. Whenever I fall asleep to like videos or movies or like for the past few months, I've been falling asleep to a show called Caravan of Garbage, which is fucking amazing, and I recommend everyone watch. It's on YouTube. It's two Australian amazing people who also have a podcast called The Weekly Planet. But it's a movie review show, and I fall asleep to that, and then I have a playlist just running, and I have to have that when I fall asleep. And for some reason, I've decided to buy these fucking earphones, which means when I fall asleep at someone else's place, I put on earphones. I usually had in ear. That's why I had in ear, but I made a decision. So when they get up, and also I sleep because of how I usually sleep is I go days and days and days and days on amphetamines, and then I crash and I sleep like just lying like a corpse. Um, I'm a healthy person, but which means that my sleep is completely fucked from a regular standpoint. Like my sleep schedule is fucked. Um, I sleep when I'm tired, essentially. But
That's
because of
me
this,
as well.
yeah, because of this, they wake up to me lying, still wearing like. Uh, this was now when I was there. I wasn't on amphetamines, but like this has gotten. This is how I sleep now. So they wake up to me just lying there in the bed like this, with on air, still wearing like a suit jacket, and like just because for some reason I sleep with my arms above my head. And when I wake up and I go to the breakfast, uh, she she, she, she was, that was the first time she had seen me sleep. I will say because that was the first night. And oh, I was like, I've never seen anyone sleeping in over ear headphones before. Seems like a hassle. And also, you sleep fucking weird. Which I did.
Yeah, yeah. It's like when I'm here, it's like obviously I'm wearing headphones. So I'll wear these when I'm watching YouTube videos, but when I'm going to bed, my bed's over literally over there. I'll take these off, keep these plugged in to my iMac, and then I'll just
Yeah.
finish watching what I was on my laptop without headphones, and I'll put the
Yeah.
volume on like 65 to 70% volume, and then I'll gradually fall asleep that way because I
Yeah.
have to say because if I wear these for too long, that's when I end up getting what you have. I'll start getting the ringing in the ears, like the tinnitus.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah.
to be careful.
I usually like when I sleep here at home, I don't wear headphones because I'm not like I'm not a crazy person.
Yeah,
Um, the only reason I even like I wish I didn't have to wear them. Like I'm going to get better headphones as soon as I can because like I don't like how I miss when my hair could be pretty when we did this.
yeah,
Um, so I'm going to get in-ear headphones soon, but yeah, for some reason I decided to buy these. Uh, so like I usually don't wear headphones when I'm at home. I wear headphones when I go out to smoke because then I will still like I just step outside. It's right outside here that I stand
mm,
smoking, so they reach. So I will uh, have something on the computer, and then because I need like partially because I need constant stimuli, partially because I need constant noise to drown out the tinnitus.
yeah. This is how I've been since I was a kid. Like if it wasn't, I used to listen to the radio when I was a kid, um, to fall asleep because I'm one of these people that I have to have something on. I can't
Yeah,
fall asleep in pure darkness. I just can't. I need something on to go to your point about the constant stimuli. So if it wasn't the radio, and I used to listen to This guy, I don't think he's around anymore. His name was Graham Turlington, and he did this radio show here in the UK. It's like a weekly radio show where people would call in about their problems, agony aunt type. I used
Yeah, I get it.
to fall asleep to that. And then he would get to a point where I would have my TV on, and then it went from having my TV on, which is on right now, to
Yeah.
my laptop was on as well. So again, more stimuli. I would watch whatever was on TV, watch whatever was on YouTube on my laptop, and
Yeah.
it's been the same ever since. Because again, I'm one of those annoying fucking people that needs to have constant stimuli, and if I don't, then I don't sleep. If I don't, I mean, my sleep is fucked anyway. It always has been. But
Yeah.
if I don't have that, I don't sleep. And if I don't
I
sleep,
used
you like, for example, if I didn't get any sleep and I came on tonight,
yeah.
you probably would have gotten a different torrent, because when I don't sleep, I get pretty grumpy. I mean, I have I mean, I have a pretty terrible resting bitch face as it is, but it will get even more worse. So to keep me happy, the more stimuli I get, the more I can feed my brain. Means good, and it means that I can get to sleep.
Yeah.
So
I don't. I miss not sleeping. I sleep so fucking much now when I'm not doing drugs. I get like I was complaining to someone. Maybe it was it was probably my friend when I was there visiting. I was like, "How do you do it? How do you have the time to do everything in a day? You have like how many hours do you have? Like I usually get 24 hours a day." And then he looked at me and said, "Yeah, that's not healthy, Max."
I'll put this into perspective for me, and just let me know if this is similar to you, because I know that my sleeping pattern is fucked, always has been.
Yeah.
So I can let's say, for example, it's currently 8:30. So let's say I stay up until say 4:30 in the morning my time, and then I fall asleep, and I don't wake up until, let's say, again example, 2 p.m. in the afternoon my time.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hours that is, but probably 8 hours or more. I don't know. And I wake up.
Yeah.
I will still be tired. I'll wake up even more tired.
I do that now. But like usually I don't get tired. But usually I don't get hungry either. Like I forced myself. I'm used to forcing myself to eat. But I don't do that now. Not because of any I don't have an eating disorder, but I do enough drugs to make people think I might have an eating disorder because a lot
Yeah,
of stimulants kill the hunger
yeah,
and appetite, especially.
yeah. I have a I
So like
have
now I sleep and I feel hunger. I get tired and I feel hunger. It's
yeah.
fucking awful. How do you people do this?
Well, I have a cheat code. That cheat code
Fuck.
is depression. It fucks with the appetite because
Yeah.
sometimes because I mean also I'll still eat, but there are days where I do not have an appetite, but I still need to eat, and some days where my appetite is on fire. So there's that. But again, going back to sleep, like I can like literally, and I'm not joking. There have been times where I've fallen asleep at a decent time. Say, well, decent for me. Um, say it could be. This could be like 3 o'clock in the morning. I've even fallen asleep at 7 a.m. my time, and I have not woken up until 1:30 a.m. the next morning. And even when I do wake up, I wake up even more tired
Oh,
because that is how sleep deprived I can get because my body is screaming out saying I'm still tired, you fucking prick. But I'm like, no, I'm awake now. So therefore, I need to do something to get my creative juices flowing, so to speak. That's how my sleep pattern is. I'll fall asleep when I'm tired. If I'm not tired, I'll stay up, and it doesn't matter how long it takes for me to get tired again. I will stay up, even if that means I have to stay up like 14 hours plus.
yeah.
That's that's just it.
I'm like that usually. I think, but like that is like I'm not going to. Nothing can be blamed on like nothing can. I can't blame that on anything but me being like a drug user. To be honest, like that is me. That is my reason for it. I
Yeah.
used to have very bad insomnia when I was younger, but when I started sleeping on the floor, that stopped because apparently my insomnia, and this is how fucking obstinate I am. This is how much of an obstinate little piece of shit I actually am. So the reason that I didn't have insomnia really. I just couldn't fall asleep because I hated the idea of having a set sleep time and having a place where you like this is where you sleep and you don't sleep at any other place than this. So when I started sleeping on the floor, what that happened was that rewrote it, that went around it. So I could just lay down and fall asleep.
Mhm.
And it's fucking
Yeah.
amazing. It's the best. It's in that sense. It's but I hate sleeping. I hate being asleep. It's me being not able to. It's basically stealing from my life. That's what it is. It's stealing time from me,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. I'm a
Yeah.
normal person.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, I am that much of an obstinate little piece of shit.
Also, I think for me, and again, just for me, I think because I mean, I'm a night owl. No, I was born at night. I was born at 10:45 p.m.
Yeah.
So I naturally wake up at night. that's when I become alive. So
Yeah.
basically, I'm fucked either way because during the daytime, I'm like a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I literally 24/7. I have my curtains drawn. I don't allow light in because I like it.
I do that
like
as well, but I think that's because I live in a guest house.
yeah.
Right on that, like right outside this window is the door into my landlord's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only light I allow is the light from my TV and from my Mac. Other than that,
Yeah.
I don't allow natural light in. So again, just me. I'm fucked either way because I can't win. But hey, listen, I deal with it just fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean,
I did have I think I had 3 articles to go through, but I'll leave that till next week. Can't be off.
Yeah, I think we've been going on for 1.5 hours. I think that's
Yeah.
This was literally just a catch-up episode. Which is good to have every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm currently rewatching Star Wars: The Original Trilogy, so I'm going to keep doing that when we sign off.
Awesome.
I saw the first one earlier today, like episode 4, but I've gotten the specialized editions. I've downloaded, which I can legally do because I own the Blu-rays. But like and I own the old VHS tapes. But the specialized edition is where they have taken away all the new editions, basically.
Oh.
They've tried to revert it back to the original. So you don't get those like when they arrive at Mos Eisley. You don't get that horrifyingly bad CGI creature, and you don't have have the fucking awful scene with Han and Jabba when they're walking by the fucking ship, and you don't and like Han shoots first and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And you don't have to see you don't have to see Han doing like the weird head turn that he does. But yeah, and it's loads of fun. I had forgotten how much I fucking love those movies. Like I'm hot or cold on Return of the Jedi because the Ewoks can suck my ass. I fucking hate the Ewoks. But and like half of Return of the Jedi is fucking garbage. My favorite Star Wars films are controversially enough The Last Jedi, like episode 8 and episode 5, which is not controversial, but and those two share a place in my heart. I tried to do this thing where I saw them all in the chronological order a while back when I start with episode 1 and then I watch episode 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I didn't watch all of Clone Wars between episode 2 and 3 because I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm going to watch 5 seasons of a fucking cartoon because I desperately need to know the context of why that cyborg is breathing weirdly. You go do that, everyone. Go do that. I have a sex life, so I won't be doing that. But I got to Rogue One, and I hate Rogue One so fucking much. I had no problem getting through the prequels. I even kind of like parts of the prequels. I think the films are dog shit, all 3 of them. Because like everybody going, Revenge of the Sith is a good film. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is a great film if you are 12. If you're 12, it's a beautiful, wonderful film. If you are an adult, it's a piece of shit. Grow the fuck up. Stop watching. Stop reading Harry Potter. Stop liking the prequels. You fucking... I was about to say the R word.
Yeah.
I really need to drop that from my fucking lexicon. Yeah. So close. But I got to Rogue One, and I hate that film so much that I got halfway through it, and I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done. Because do you know what comes after Rogue One chronologically as well? Do you know which film I would have to sit through again? Solo. Fucking Solo.
Yeah.
The film in which we find out that Han is named Han Solo because some fucking guy at an airport decided to put his last name as Solo because he's traveling solo. We didn't need a backstory for his names. You fucking idiots. So yeah, that didn't happen, which was sad because I was going to finally watch episode 9 that time. Because I still haven't seen episode 9 because I know that they do a hard reset on everything that I loved about episode 8, and I want to kill J.J. Abrams. I think I think he should die.
The last Star Wars film I saw, and this was with my friend, was the one where for some fucking reason Princess Leia was all of a sudden in space, and then the next thing she's somehow floating back towards the ship.
She's actually okay,
but it's actually what's his fucking face, like magically transporting her back to the ship. Like
no, actually, what it is it's okay. So that film is my favorite Star Wars film. That is The Last Jedi. It's beautiful. I love it, and I will defend that part right now because what is actually happening there is that she is force pulling the ship towards her, but because she is heavier than the ship, she gets pulled towards the ship.
But you see, when I first saw it, like because I've seen all of the Star Wars films from like the original, like with Harrison Ford, all the way through. Yeah. At no point, like this is why it got me annoyed because at no point was it ever made clear as to what Princess Leia's powers were. At no point.
But she is but the family is force sensitive, so I will defend that one. It's not made clear. But then again, Luke's powers aren't really made clear in the original either. But I'm a diehard defender of that film, so and I will defend it to my dying day.
I enjoyed the film. It's just that part kind of ruined it for me because I was like, hang on a minute.
I mean, I get it. It also looks fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But it has one of the most beautiful shots in a Star Wars film when which is another thing that people complain about, like but it's beautiful. It's great. When she hits the hyperspeed through the ship and breaks it. Absolutely gorgeous shot. Oh my god, I need to rewatch The Last Jedi. I love that film so much. I also love it because it it like did shit that I was shocked for the first time watching a Star Wars film. I was shocked by that film, by the shit that they pulled. I feel like watching that film in the theaters, because I saw it in the theaters when it came out. Like I didn't like The Force Awakens that much. I thought Kylo Ren was a little crying little bitch face, which he is. And The Force Awakens is basically just A New Hope, but done like worse. I mean, hey, I love Daisy Ridley. Is her name right? Yeah, Daisy Ridley. I think Rey is a fun character. I also think she's smoking fucking hot. Just absolutely gorgeous. Which I also think of Carrie Fisher in the old trilogy and of Harrison Ford. So like that's Star Wars to me. That feels Star Wars to have this beautiful fucking specimen of humanity in front of you. Do I think Mark Hamill is smoking fucking hot? No, I think he's a fucking brat. In the first film, he's a little bit hotter in episode 5. But he looks like he's 12. He's a little bit hotter in the reason he's hotter in episode 5, I think, is because I have an incest kink and he kisses his sister. That's why I think he's hotter.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I think A New Hope is fucking boring. No, not A New Hope. The Force Awakens. I'm sorry, I mixed them up. The Force Awakens, not too good film. I liked that Han dies and doesn't have any reconciliation and stuff like that. I like it when they do shit like that. I also like that Han dies because Harrison Ford has tried to get them to kill off Han since he started being Han. Like, the reason that he is frozen in carbonite at the end of episode 5 is because he didn't know if he wanted to keep making the movies. I love that he got to die in those films. I love that for him. I also love Harrison Ford because he seems to be a massive stoner. Like, I heard a story about some driver driving him around, and he just came out from his house with this, like, holding this pot with a lid on it, and then just opening it and like, because he had like burning weed inside that pot.
Yeah.
Mwah. I love him. And if you look at him in interviews and just consider him being stoned, wonderful. I think he also told, I don't remember, was it David Blaine he told to fuck off and get the fuck out of his house when he made a magic trick? He told a magician to get the fuck out of his house when he made a magic trick, which is reasonable. But The Force Awakens is The New Hope, but worse. Aside from Daisy Ridley, she's beautiful and she's great. And then The Last Jedi comes, and me and my friend, who is the same friend who I went back to see now, we go to it in the cinema. And I watch it, and I am shocked at how fucking bad everything is for everyone. Like, how fucking shit everything turns out for everyone. That film is such a massive bummer. And the fact that they steered that way, that hard, where nothing in the film pans out the way that it should. The way that you expect it. Like, that is brilliant to me. I love that from that film. Rian Johnson is a great filmmaker, not just because he subverts expectations and stuff like that, but he knows that when he subverts expectations, he needs to actually have some substance to it. And there is substance in The Last Jedi. And from what I've heard, episode 9 ruins that fucking substance by bringing Palpatine back. They did one of the coolest things. So they have this guy, like in episode 8, they have this guy, like, oh my god, I can't even remember his fucking name. Kylo Ren's master, the new Palpatine, like, you know, the large old weird guy. I am the master of all the evil. They have him killed in The Last Jedi out of fucking nowhere. Like, that's a ballsy move. I love them for doing that. And the fact that episode 9 was a coward makes me not seeing that. Makes sure that I haven't seen that one. Because I got it spoiled for me. No, I need to know what is that guy's name? I'm going fucking insane right now. Who is Kylo Ren's master? Supreme Leader Snoke. Fucking thank you. I knew it was something stupid. The fact that they kill Supreme Leader Snoke in the way that they do, and the fact that we find out that he's just a failed fucking Palpatine clone in episode 9, that's stupid. The whole power of 2 bullshit, that sounds gay as fuck. And not in a good way. I mean gay as a derogative. I mean derogatory insult right now. That's how I'm using gay this moment. I'm using gay the way we used gay back in the noughties. That's how I'm using the word gay right now. And this is an LGBTQ friendly podcast.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that episode 9 sounds like it sucks cock. And does it badly. It's like fucking, it seems like fucking a cheese grater. That's what it seems like. It seems like sticking your cock in a cheese grater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, if you will, rubbing a cheese grater on your cunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm inclusive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why, but the second one sounded so much worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
I think on that note, maybe.
Yeah. The last thing I want to say is the last film I saw at the cinema, and again this was with my friend, was we went to.
Can I guess? Because I think I know this one.
Go on.
One of the Planets of the Apes movies.
Yes. What was it? I'll have to.
I remember you telling me this before. I just needed to know if I had the details straight. I don't remember which one it was, but I love those new Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah, I think it was not War for the Planet of the Apes. Let me have a look. Let me bring up my. No. Last. It was. Let's have a look. Have a look.
I'm very proud of myself.
11. Yes, fuck's sake. No, piss off. Fucking pop-ups. Right, Dawn of the Apes. War for the Planet, that was in 2017. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh.
Was the last one.
I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it was good. Well worth it. Well worth the fucking ticket price. But no, one of the films I saw, and this is from my childhood. So me and my friend was excited to see it. Was the new Lion King?
Oh,
and let me tell you, like halfway, like literally, not even. I don't think we were even halfway through the film. I was pissed because I was like, I understand that the Lion King, the new Lion King, was meant for the children who obviously haven't seen the original. I get that, but I was so pissed. And I was like, why did I bother?
Yeah. Oh God, I have so many hot takes today, Torin. I have so many fucking hot takes today. Why do I have so many hot takes today? Do you want to hear a hot take?
Yeah.
I prefer the new Lion King to the old one.
And a
But
lot,
I'm
and a
saying
lot,
that as I'm
and a
saying
lot
that
of
as a
people
person
do.
who does not. I'm saying that as a person who does not like the original Lion King. I don't like it for several reasons. But but I just I don't know why I'm on like today I'm going to shit on not shit on, but today I'm going to come in with my film hot takes arc here. I prefer. I love like The Last Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. I prefer the new Lion King. I sound like a fucking idiot to people. I
No,
swear.
and no, and it's like a lot of people do, and good for them. I just
Battle
found it.
became Battle for the Planet of the Apes came before, right? Yeah, that's the. It's Rise, Battle, and War, isn't it?
think
I'll
so.
have to check.
I think so.
I'm trying to. I haven't seen the last one in the trilogy, like, and I haven't seen Kingdom, so I'm going to rent them online. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm renting
Yeah,
them. I am renting them. I am not illegally torrenting them.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not.
like,
I'm not on Pirate Bay right now trying to figure out.
yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, a lot of people do like it, like them, like the new movies. But it's like, again, coming from someone who, again, grew up as a kid, watched the original animation, loved the original, and I also love the other two that came along with it.
Yeah.
I just found the new one utterly fucking shit. The CGI was bad. Beyonce
No, it's
Beyonce
gone.
can't
Yeah.
Beyonce can't act for shit. Nor can her
Oh,
daughter.
yeah.
And it's like it's fucking bad. And it's like again the CGI is bad. Like come on. Like if
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't
I mean,
CGI and if you can't CGI a lion properly, then you're fucked.
yeah.
So
I'm.
again, I understand that a lot of people liked it. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good. Go and get your popcorn, settle in, enjoy it.
It's the
You
only
have
one of
fun.
the. It's the only one of the those. No, it's not. I did like the live action remake of the Jungle Book as well. I did love that one. But those are probably the only two that I've actually liked. I think the rest have been varying degrees of sludge. And I'm
Yeah,
going to say I don't really like the new Lion King either. I just really dislike the old Lion King.
that's fair.
Which an
But again,
ex-girlfriend, which an ex-girlfriend really didn't like because she had Hakuna Matata tattooed on her foot. She was a big fan of it, and she didn't like that I hated Timon and Pumbaa. Because they fucking suck. They ruin his fucking life. Fuck Timon and Pumbaa. I'm a
yeah,
mess.
I can get that. Yeah, I can see that point of view. Yeah, because Simba didn't want anything to do with them.
No,
It was like fuck
And-
off.
neither the fuck did I.
No,
I
no,
wanted to,
but
I wanted to die. I wish the hyenas would have gotten them.
yeah.
I really, okay. I did love Cruella as well, but I think but first and foremost, that's not really the same thing as those live action remakes. I think, and also Cruella, I loved because it is the worst movie I've ever seen and the best movie I've ever seen simultaneously. It is at the same time a 10 out of 10 film and a 0 out of 10 film. It is amazingly, terribly brilliant. It is awesome and sucks at the same time. The fact that Anita is named Anita Darling, mwah, because she says Anita Darling. in the cartoon. So they named her Anita Darling. The fact that Cruella is the one who gives Pongo and Perdita to... How? How can you fuck up that badly? The fact that she gets the name DeVille from a car? I know that I made fun of Han Solo. Yeah, I know that I did that with the Solo movie. No. You know, if you haven't seen... So, her problems with Dalmatians comes from the fact that her mother is killed by Dalmatians. She's named Estella, but she nicknames herself Cruella because that's the dark part of her.
Mm-hmm.
It's glorious trash. It's wonderful. Toren, have you seen Cruella?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It sucks. I love it.
But I think that's why it makes it even more beautiful, because it's so bad, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's incomprehensibly bad, and the fact that they needed an antagonist, so they created another. Cruella, and they named her the Baroness. It's wonderful, wonderful. I love it so much, and also Cruella is my I love Cruella DeVille, like from the cartoon. She's amazing because she seems like she should be old, but she must be like 30 because her and Anita are school friends, so she can't be older than like 30 in the cartoon version. And they say that she is her school friend in the old cartoon version. They actually explain that. So she is around 30, and she's so fucking clearly high out of her mind. Like, she's me 4 days into a binge. I love her. I would kill for her. I would fuck her fucking helpers. I would kill the puppies for her. She's beautifully, wonderfully insane. And then they made this awful fucking garbage fire of a movie. And they made it for me because they made her punk in the most fucking insane way possible. I'm sorry. I don't know why we're 2 hours in and I can't stop.
Yeah.
I'm starting to cry about Cruella. It's fucking... I'm done.
Yeah.
No, really, there's tears in my eyes. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. I don't know how well the movie did. I don't think it was well received, the film.
No, it's a trash fire.
Yeah, but again, so bad.
That film is the fire from Springfield.
Yeah, but again, it was so bad, beautiful. Like the flip side.
It's the worst film I've ever seen. It's the best film I've ever seen. It's like it's the beginning of... No, seriously, I have tears in my eyes from this. I don't know if it's laughing or crying. Like I said, I cry at everything now that I started HRT. But Jesus fucking Christ. I cried for Cruella.
Yeah, well,
I will. It's like the quote from the beginning of A Tale of Two Cities, by Charles Dickens. It was the worst of times. It was the best of times. It was the worst of films. It was the best of films. It is.
Yep.
I'm going to go fuck Star Wars. I'm going to go rewatch Cruella now.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest film ever made.
Yeah. Yeah, at least I think we'll continue our movie talk next week, because we've been going for 2 hours and 4 minutes.
This is the longest we've gone since I stopped doing drugs.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock here. I'm
it's 5 it's 5 minutes past 9 here, so
it's 5 minutes past 9.
We hope you enjoy this 100th episode, where we caught up, had a chat about.
I feel like it was a good. I feel like it was a good 500. Good 500. Jesus Christ, a good 100 celebration though. It was chaotic. It was nice. It was
and
everything it should be.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it will continue when we feel like doing the mock interview.
Yes.
So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like.
Someone has given us a like, I saw.
Ah, awesome. Subscribe if you want to see more of this chaos. But yeah, have fun, stay safe. If you're gonna do drugs, then you basically know what we're gonna say.
And get a friend who will let you just come to their place and crash for a few days in the middle of the night.
Yeah. So with that being said, we will see you next week, same time. Bye.
Bye.